I'm Chris Bierwagen, fourth generation apple farmer here in near Grass Valley, California in the Sierra foothills. And we've been raising apples and peaches and pears here for 102 years. And really enjoy what we're doing. These are Arkansas black apples that we see in the background. They are a heritage apple that's been around for a long time. In the winter apple category, that means that they are able to keep all winter without refrigeration in the basement or in the garage. They're dual purpose apples, good for almost anything you want to do with an apple. They're dark and they were originally from Arkansas. They're a crisp, hard apple that they're really hard when they're picked, and they stay crunchy for a long time. We grow freestone peaches all during the summer months, different varieties. The peaches are easier to farm organically, and we were successful in doing that. The apples, because of the voracity of the apple worm, they're very difficult to control biologically. Okay, and so we failed after 5 years of trying to do that. I am encouraged about the modern technology and things coming along that we'll get there eventually. But in the organic production, in order to fertilize crops, and specifically stone fruits that require a lot of nitrogen, we plant legume cover crops on the ground in the fall along with some compost or some manure to fertilize them, and they produce in relationship with the rhizobacteria in the soil, they fix nitrogen on their roots in a soluble form that the trees can use. Okay, this is a lot of science, but it's a wonderful thing that works really good. And so they're planted in the fall, and they're allowed to grow all winter long, and then when they grow up in the spring, in the early spring, we cultivate them into the ground. It puts a lot of nitrogen in the soil, both from the plant and from the roots, in a form that the tree can use. And it also has the added benefit of contributing greatly to the tilth of the soil and the healthiness of the soil, so that the worms can do their job and all the insects have a place to live and do their job. So it's a very good thing to do for the soil. Every year is different, of course, and the weather in the springtime really affects the outcome of the crop. Normally this apple would pick the 1st of November, but this year it bloomed. We had a very warm bloom time in March, or warm springtime, and they bloomed almost a month early. That's always fun to watch and see how each season turns out. We had a full crop of peaches and apples with no major problems. The future is in the area of people being reconnected to the land, and by doing that, having something good to eat. For too long, they've been eating mediocre food and food that's cheap, and are discovering now that there is good food, and this is where you get it. And the fresher it is, the better. The higher quality is better, and it all tastes good. And that's what's been important to us for a long time, all my life. But that's exciting to see that they're rediscovering good food. I'm very fortunate that my dad stuck it out and wanted to stay here. It's a huge challenge all the time. FruitGuys bring a new idea and also a new passion for connecting with the farmer, and so that's been fun because we work together really closely, and they are more interested in getting good stuff than they are haggling about the dollars. And they're interested in educating their customers. Well, this is where we wash and sort and size the apples. Okay, this is called the apple packing machine.
And keep following them around. Hello. Hi.
Thanks for coming. It's my pleasure. Enjoy the crunch and the good taste, and we hope it's a good apple.